Brought to you by Gamesy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Well, it's that time of the day again, and I'm back with the top fantasy picks for today. Well, you know, there are two teams playing, two big teams involved in tonight's encounter. One is the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and the other one is the Kolkata Knight Riders. And the game is at the DY Patil Stadium, where we saw Bangalore unable to defend, 205 on the board. So expect another high-scoring encounter, and let's get right into who should be your fantasy picks for this game. Budget buys. If you are making your team on the Gamesy app, there are a lot of players that are available for 8.5 or 8 credits. So among the Royal Challengers Bangalore, even players like Dinesh Karthik is available for 8.5. Players like Varindu Hasaranga is available for 8.5. And it remains to be seen whether they give another game to Akashdeep, who was pretty expensive in the last game. I expect Siraj, who was also very expensive, to continue being in the playing 11. But Akashdeep, I'm not so sure. If they decide to change the personnel and Akashdeep goes out, I expect maybe somebody like a Siddharth Kaul coming in. And both of them, by the way, are available for just 8 credits. Shahbaz Ahmed, who impressed with that 1 over, probably should have gotten a lot many, but somehow only bowled 1 over. This game, it could be different. And another guy you could be looking at could be David Willey, who's also available for 8.5 credits. And yet this time, I expect him to play the role of a pinch hitter as well. So that was Royal Challengers Bangalore. Your budget buys, so many available. Similarly, for Kolkata Knight Riders, there are a lot of budget buys available, including Venkatesh Iyer and Nitish Rana, who are both available for 8.5 credits. So they could be your top picks as among the budget buys. And apart from that, you could look at somebody like Shivam Mavi, who had a difficult outing towards the end of that first innings, but maybe this time will be different. So these are the budget buys that you can pick for the game tonight. Overseas options. See, I don't expect any changes in terms of the overseas personnel that both sides will be employing for the game tonight. I expect the same guys, be it David Willey, be it Varindu Hasaranga, and of course Faf du Plessis, who looked very, very slow at the beginning. He had only 17 runs off 30 balls, and from there on he just took another gear. He scored, if I'm not wrong, 71 runs off 27 deliveries after that, which was impressive. No Josh Hazelwood, no Jason Behrendorff, no Glenn Maxwell. So the overseas personnel remain the same. And again, because you can expect a high scoring encounter from these two teams, I expect Faf du Plessis to be another big choice for this game. Now let's talk about Kolkata Knight Riders. Well, same personnel. I don't think they're going to tinker too much with a winning combination. And by the way, no Tim Southee, no Pat Cummins, and no Aaron Finch. So those three are still missing from action. So expect them to go with the same international guys like last time around. Captaincy choices. You guys must have seen Virat Kohli last time around, even though he played second fiddle, the perfect second fiddle to guys like Faf du Plessis and Dinesh Karthik. I expect as this tournament progresses, maybe we'll see a lot of runs coming from his bat. So again, I'm not too sure, but Virat Kohli is definitely a big choice. Faf du Plessis, because he scored too many runs last time around, played a blinder towards the end of that innings, was unlucky to not end up on the winning side. But again, I think a lot of people might pick him as a captain as well. Apart from that, among the Royal Challengers Bangalore side, I don't think there are enough people available. Let's talk about KKR now. KKR, see, Shreyas Iyer stayed not out, but he came at 2 down. You saw Nitish Rana come at 1 drop, and I expect that to depend on who gets out first, be it Venkatesh Iyer or Ajinkya Rane. So I think they are going to do that left-right combination again this time around. But still, if KKR are batting first or batting second, Shreyas Iyer remains my top choice as captain or vice captain. Andre Russell, by the way, bowled his full quota of overs, was very impressive that sense, even though he gave away few runs towards the end of the innings, because last 3 overs, I think so, KKR leaked about 47 runs. But he might still get you 1 or 2 wickets, and then he's as destructive as any other West Indian batsmen. And we have seen West Indian batsmen do considerably well, be it Odion Smith. Last night we saw Romario Shepherd, and I think we haven't seen Russell bat like the way he used to in a long time. So maybe a big knock is coming from him this IPL. So he's another one to look at when you're choosing your captain, vice captain. And Sunil Narayan, by the way, hasn't been taking too many wickets, but he has a good record against the Royal Challengers Bangalore. So maybe if you want to take a punt, he could be one of those, because right now we are not sure about which batting position he'll play at. But if KKR decides to sort of do some experiment with their batting lineup, Narayan could be pushed up the order, and that could make a difference. So guys, time to make your team on the Gamesy app. I told you can have so many budget buys on the Gamesy app, and there are so many options, so many ways you can win money, up to 5 crore in prize money. You can make your team before the game starts, you can make your team before the second inning starts, and then you can pick aside 5 aside for those 5 over blocks 8 times in that match. So what are you waiting for? Please download the Gamesy app through the description below this video and, well, win some money. Thank you for watching.